What shall we ask the tarot today? I have my Love and Abundance Edition Oracle deck that I designed myself. There is a link in the bio for several decks that I've designed. Currently, private readings are closed, but will reopen later this week. But in the meantime, what shall we ask the tarot? Is this connection worth waiting for? Spirit, for the viewer, the person that they have on their mind, can we talk about if this is a connection that is going to be worth waiting for? What do we need to know about this connection? Is it worth waiting for, please, Spirit? Okay, bottom of the deck, we have got the Five of Cups, the Knight of Wands, Judgment, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. This feels like quite a magical connection and one that is destined to bloom. Aces in tarot talk about the potentials, and the Ace of Wands in particular has always reminded me of the Magician card within tarot, who waves this magic wand. It certainly feels like this is something that you are manifesting and is about to bloom. We see two hands here that are also helping to ignite and keep this flame going. And these two little candles up here give me the idea that this could be some sort of twin flame or twin soul dynamic. The energy from this connection is incredibly powerful. If we look at the illustration, it almost looks like fireworks. So this is an incredibly positive card that is speaking of new creative endeavors, of manifesting and creating, of two that are pouring equally into this relationship and helping it to blossom and magnify. There are so many moons within this illustration, suggesting that your intuition is very much on point. And I don't feel like this is going to take forever. Do we see how these vines are growing up the wand? This is symbolic of speedy growth. And certainly with the Five of Cups, it may have had its share of disappointments. We can see on her little face that there has been tears. And these tears have cascaded into each of these cups. It feels like you have not been alone in this grief. I feel that the other person has also felt this too. Traditionally, in the Five of Cups, we will see that there are 3 cups that have spilled and 2 cups that are still standing. The 3 cups representing the disappointments, the grief, and the sorrow, while the 2 cups still standing very much remind me of the Two of Cups in tarot, which does speak of union. The Two of Cups that traditionally still stand show you that not everything is lost. And by intentionally focusing on your blessings, will give you the opportunity to overcome any disappointments and grief, and to be able to move into that Two of Cups energy. To me, the 3 cups can sometimes symbolize a third-party situation. And third party does not always have to be another person. It can talk about a distance in location, family commitments, job commitments, age differences, cultural differences, the obstacles that basically stand in the way. I very much believe that this particular relationship has inspired you to go on a spiritual journey here with the Judgment card. You maybe have awakened to many gifts and talents that you are remembering not only from this lifetime, but from all other lifetimes. All of those skills, gifts, and talents that you have had in other lifetimes, you have the ability to embody them in this lifetime. And this particular relationship may have been the catalyst in your awakening. The Judgment card can also sometimes suggest that there could be judgment from others. Remember, we had talked about the Three of Cups here, potentially there being that age difference or the cultural difference or a third-party situation where others may not fully understand. But this is a journey only meant for you, and chances are there may have been some sort of soul tie or soul contract. And perhaps this is not meant for everybody to understand. The Ace of Wands very much shows that there is a soul connection, a spiritual and magnetic energy between the both of you. We then have this Knight of Wands. Now, Knights within Tarot are talking about action. And as we have just mentioned, like the Ace of Wands, it is again talking about this spiritual and magnetic connection. There is something very creative about this dynamic. We see this little star here, with in the center it looks like there is a compass. The both of you very much being guided as to what action to take next. If we look at the flames on the horse's hooves and on his armory, it gives the illusion of this moving quite fast. Now, what the universe calls fast and what we call fast could be entirely two different things. But a lot of this is energy, with it being wands. And energy is typically not based on a day, a time, a year, but it is based on vibrational frequency, and of the both of you being in energetic alignment. Certainly with the two different wands cards, there is no lack of desire in being together. The biggest clue to this being successful is indeed this Ten of Pentacles, which is talking about long-term commitment and something very solid happening. Pentacles within Tarot are talking about the physical form, so the tangible. And the Ten of Pentacles, well, this speaks of a home, a family, this long-term commitment, creating a legacy. This is talking about relationships that are strong and in a state of bliss. A solid foundation that is going to make you feel so secure. Once again, I feel like you have an intuitive knowing about this. We can see that her hair almost looks like this energy, and being able to pick up that this is destined for stability. We see the mountains in the background, and mountains within Tarot often resemble the complications and obstacles that have been overcome, as they are now shown in the background. In her arms, she has a baby. This could be talking about having children, or about the creation of these manifestations that you have been calling in. We can see how these planets are orbiting her, showing that the entire universe is ever working in your favor. So it very much sounds to me like if you have this intuitive knowing that the both of you are meant to be together, and this is what you have been manifesting, then indeed it will come into physicality for you. And while this is all coming together, this is the perfect opportunity for you to tap into the divine version of self and to embody all of your own gifts and talents. It is happening. There is movement here with this Knight of Wands. As I said, Knights are all about the action that is happening. And yes, it is all happening relatively fast. Of course, this is a collective reading and it is not meant to be for everybody, so please always listen to your intuition. Now, I had said over the weekend that I was going to reopen readings on Monday or Tuesday. However, I did have some flight delays as I was traveling to Philadelphia, and I am completely booked out today with Zoom one-on-one calls. So my same-day readings may not open until tomorrow. These gorgeous cards that I have been using, I have listed them up here, and you can find the corresponding links to them in my bio. And isn't this setup gorgeous? So many thanks to my friend for creating this very special space for us to do our collective readings.